show. Unmute mic 3. Good morning. Welcome to the Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine's White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2027. At this time, please stand for the processional and national anthem.
Good morning, everyone. All right, we're going to do that again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, and welcome to today's amazing celebration. I'm going to ask you to all remain standing as our own Rowan University student, Moses Possible, performs our national anthem. Well done, Moses. Thank you. Welcome, students and guests, to your white coat ceremony for the class of 2027. I'm Dr. Richard German, the Interim Dean of Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome the students and your family and friends to this very special assembly. It is my privilege to preside over this milestone occasion for the Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine's class of 2027. Before I begin the program, let me introduce some members of the platform. Our very own president of Rowan University, Dr. Ali Hushmand. Dr. Hushmand, thank you for your support of the school and all you've done to support our growth in partnership with Rowan and Virtua Hospital Healthcare System. Dr. Reginald Blaber, Executive Vice President and Chief Clinical Officer of Virtua Health. Dr. Blaber, thank you for joining us. We are most excited about our partnership with Virtua and the transformational effect it will have for the South Jersey area. Also joining us today is Dr. Thomas Cavalieri, Vice President of the Virtua Health College of Medicine and Life Science and Chief Academic Officer for Virtua Health. Thank you, Dr. Cavalieri. Dr. Cavalieri was our dean for 17 years prior to this incoming class. We want to thank him for his service. We are pleased to have the president of the American Osteopathic Association joining us today, Dr. Ira Manca, a 1984 graduate of SOM, who will hear more from Dr. Manca toward the end of the ceremony. Dr. George Scott, president of the New Jersey Association of Osteopathic Physicians and Surgeons, dean of our Sewell campus, and a 1997 graduate of SOM. Dr. Scott, we are grateful to our New Jersey Association of Osteopathic Physicians and Surgeons and their lifelong support of the Rowan-Virtua SOM and our students. This year, we are proud to present each student with the official NJOPS label pin to don on your new white coat. Dr. Millicent Chanel, our new Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Student Services. Dr. Catherine Lambert, Associate Dean for Student Affairs. Ms. Paula Watkins, Assistant Dean for Admissions. our Student Council First Vice President and a member of the class of 2025, student Dr. Naomi Watkins Granville, who will address the class later today. I'm also pleased to welcome several special guests who have joined us today. Dr. David Pollard, President of our Alumni Association. Dr. Andrea Inazelli, immediate past President of our Alumni Association. We are honored today to be joined by some of our SOM deans, department chairs, directors to celebrate the class of 2027, as well as many of the staff that participated in making today special for you. I would kindly ask you all to please stand and be recognized. Finally, I'd like to welcome the countless family, friends, and students, faculty, alumni who are joining us on the live stream for this celebration. The model for the white coat ceremony was conceived by Dr. Arnold Gold, founder of the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, which is dedicated to creating innovative medical education programs that foster humanism in medicine. In 1996, SOM became the first osteopathic medical school to hold a white coat ceremony in the nation. The white coat ceremony commemorates your commitment and hard work to pursue a career in osteopathic medicine and official induction in the Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine family. Like many families, we're held here to support and encourage you to reach the goal of being the very best physician you can be. Class of 2027, your medical school journey will be filled with many opportunities, but also unique challenges as well. You will be rewarded with the highest privilege, caring for human life. And we have a tremendous confidence in you today. You came to us with countless experiences and achievements. Many of you have experienced great successes in many areas outside of your education, including several who have served our country and our nation's military. While over 3/4 of this class hails from New Jersey, 17% from South Jersey, in this our own very own area here, our own backyard. We welcome our students from 12 states across the nation, as far as Carolina to New Jersey and Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine. Some of you have made your way to Virtua SOM from Canada. Additionally, more than half of the class, 56, of our students are women. Of special note, this class is part of a history for SOM representing the first class to officially start their medical school journey under our powerful partnership with Virtua Health. As a premier health science college right here in South Jersey, as if making history wasn't enough, with the class of 2027 joining the Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine family with the largest enrollment we've had at Rowan-Virtua SOM to date, with more than 1,000 students on our campus. As I stand here today, I think back to when I received my white coat. And it was at the peak of the AIDS HIV crisis in New Jersey and the Philadelphia region. At that time, we were dealing with an unknown disease affecting very marginalized communities. Affecting people were stigmatized, and the history has proven that we haven't always treated our patients with the respect and dignity they deserved. During this time of crisis, the white coat became more of a symbol of privilege rather than a symbol of hope. For many who lived in these marginalized communities, it became a symbol of fear and something to be avoided. So I chose to not wear my white coat. And it wasn't until the COVID-19 pandemic, when we decided to go into communities to vaccinate the homeless, the migrants, and vulnerable patient populations, that things changed. Teams of medical students, social workers, staff, police, and community workers came together to assist vaccinations to patients under tents and in mobile medical vans. Quite a few patients were anxious. They had questions. What do I do in an emergency? Where's the doctor? Ultimately, I found quickly that I needed to be seen, and I knew wearing my white coat would easily make me identifiable to my patients. So I dusted off. First, I had to find it. I dusted it off, and I started wearing it again. Today, I have renewed faith. To me and for my patients, a symbol of hope and support, comfort and care. As you receive your white coat today, not unlike me, we are once again amidst another very stigmatized disease, the opioid crisis. The CDC has estimated more than 81,000 opioid overdoses annually in the United States. Unfortunately, patients with substance abuse are not always treated well. Many still with this disease are seen as moral failures and not the mental health crisis that it truly is. Today, tucked in the pocket of your white coats is naloxone, Narcan, nasal spray. Narcan is an extremely useful tool you can use to reverse an opiate overdose. With this tool, you can save lives in your community. May this Narcan nasal spray bottle serve as a tangible symbol free of any influence of stigmas or implicit bias, treating all patients with the same care in which you would treat your own family. One of my favorite quotes from Dr. Andrew Taylor Still, the founder of osteopathic medicine, that's been meaningful to me throughout my career as a physician. I'd like to share it with you here today. I have no desire to be a cat which walks so lightly that it never creates a disturbance. Remember, when the health of your patients are at risk, be an advocate. Go into the community. And don't be afraid to disrupt, especially for the health and well-being of another. May your white coats rise above generations of physicians and be that symbol of hope to those suffering with disease, all diseases. May it serve as a beacon of white light in that crowd that draws patients to you. This is my challenge for you today and every day going forward. And finally, remember this: the character of your white coat is only as good as the character of the person who wears it. Congratulations, class of 2027. It is my true honor now to introduce to you Dr. Ali Hushman, the president of Rowan University. Thanks in large part to Dr. Hushman's vision, Rowan University is deeply invested in healthcare education. Dr. Hushman's entrepreneurial approach to higher education has focused on 4 goals: increase access, improve quality, ensure affordability, and promote economic development. Welcome, Dr. Hushman.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Dean. Isn't he great? He's a pain doctor. I mean, he prevents pain, but if you guys don't study, he's going to be a pain in your neck, you know that. You better watch out. Welcome to this momentous occasion for the class of 2027. What an amazing-looking group of people in here. You're only half of them. The other group is equally good-looking. I'm incredibly proud of you and thrilled to be here today to celebrate your journey towards becoming medical professionals and leaders in healthcare. I also want to personally thank all the partners and family members whose sacrifices and support helped mold these extraordinary medical students as you reach this wonderful milestone together. This is an exciting year of expansion for our medical school, We have the distinct privilege of welcoming the largest medical school entering class in the state of New Jersey, 288 of the best and the brightest minds who have chosen our institution to shape their futures. Just to put this thing into perspective for the parents so that you can be further proud, there are more than 6,000 applicants who apply for these 288. And every single one of them are brilliant and bright in their scores, but these kids are even more brilliant. I'm sorry I call you kids because I'm way older than you. This year's class holds a unique place in our history. Some of you are the second class of our new Seoul campus, bringing life and vibrancy to these halls and classrooms. Each entering class helps to transform our campus into a home of learning, curiosity, and collaboration. You're the first medical schools class to enroll on the Virtual Health College of Medicine and Life Sciences of Rowan University banner. And as Dr. German said, this is an incredibly strategic relationship that we have forged that is going to last forever with an amazing healthcare organization that I honestly believe is the best in our state and possibly one of the best in the nation. Our partnership with Virtual Health is truly special on so many levels. Together, we are committed to providing you learning models that empowers you to think differently, advocate for those who we serve, forge new innovations, and set new bars for excellence in healthcare. Your decision to join us reflects Rowan's reputation as a hub for clinical care, healthcare research, and education. Rowan University is the fourth fastest growing research institution in the nation. In 2024, we will open our newly constructed Rowan Medicine site in Vineland, extending the expertise of our physicians faculty into Cumberland County, an area that has been chronically underserved in healthcare services. In 2025, we will open New Jersey's first veterinary medical school. Rowan will be one of only 2 universities in the entire nation that offers DO, MD, and DVM. But today is about you, the class of 2027. Your white coat will be a symbol of the trust we have placed in you as future healthcare and caregivers. Your medical school career will be guided by excellent faculty who will inspire you as a transformative journey to become compassionate physicians. At the same time, your diverse backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives will enrich our entire academic community, helping us remain a dynamic and inclusive institution. As you put on your new white coat and recite your pledge of commitment, remember that you are the embodiment of our hopes and aspirations. Your commitment to learning, your empathy for patients, and your commitment to improving healthcare are a beacon for hope for our future. Congratulations, and may your journey be filled with discovery, growth, and unwavering determination. And personally, I really, from the bottom of my heart, I'll tell you, you have entered one of the finest medical schools in the nation and the best medical school in New Jersey. Welcome.
It's now my honor to introduce to you Dr. Reginald Blaber to deliver greetings from the Virtual Health. Dr. Blaber is the Executive Vice President and Clinical Chief Officer for Virtual Health. Dr. Blaber is also a practicing cardiologist who's been affiliated with Virtua, Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital in Camden for more than 20 years, but I didn't put that in there. Dr. Blaber.
Good morning. It's always nice to find your notes under the podium. First, I'd like to thank President Hushmand, Vice President Cavalieri, and Dean German for this very gracious invitation to speak to all of you today. As for all of you, you bear the distinction, as President Hushmand mentioned, of being the very first class to enter the Virtua College of Medicine and Life Sciences of Rowan University. Suffice it to say that Rowan and Virtua in partnership have very big plans for the college and your medical school in the next 4 years. In that regard, all of you will be both participants and beneficiaries of that great vision. I'm so honored to stand before you today on this momentous day of your life's long journey to become a physician. As a physician and the father of a recent medical school graduate, I know very well the sacrifices that all of you have made and your loved ones to achieve this very exciting milestone. I often say that the white coat is a very visible symbol of your commitment to serve others as your life's calling. Those wearing the white coat are invited into the lives of others in their most vulnerable moments, trusting you implicitly to always do what is in their best interests, despite knowing very little else about you. And that trust extends well beyond the white coat. Last week, I was in Iceland. About midweek, I was hiking up a mountain trail without my white coat. And I saw one of the guides sort of steering his way towards me. His name was James. And he was the picture of health, confidence, and invulnerability. He settled in next to me, and he mentioned that one of the other guides had told him that I was a cardiologist and wondered whether he could ask me a few questions. I said, of course. So he went on to tell me that he had been having severe intermittent chest pain for over a week. He described it as being positional. It was worse when he laid back, better when he sat up. It was pleuritic in that it hurt more when he took a deep breath. It was not at all related to exertion, and it had no association with symptoms like shortness of breath, sweating, or radiation of the discomfort into his arm or neck. But he was having fevers and some nausea. After some time together, he shared with me how anxious he was about what was causing this chest pain, only making the pain that much worse. The more he talked about it, the more distraught he became. Well, it's not always easy to make a diagnosis on a mountain trail, but this one was pretty easy. And it's a diagnosis that all of you will have the knowledge and be expected to make in just a few short months. This young man was suffering from pericarditis, an inflammation of the lining around the heart, probably related to a recent viral infection. The treatment is rest and anti-inflammatory medication. However, the most important therapy that I could offer James in that moment was reassurance. You see, he was nearly incapacitated by the anxiety that he was on the verge of having a heart attack. Think about yourself having severe intermittent chest pain, climbing a mountain many hours from a health clinic or hospital. I think we all would have some cause for concern in that moment. Why do I share this with you today? Well, you will learn so much about the science of medicine in the next 4 years and beyond. This knowledge is important. It's critical that you take this learning seriously. But I am here to tell you that the difference between a good doctor and a great doctor in the eyes of your patients lies in the art of our profession, in your understanding of your patients' humanity, their frailties, and their fears. Good doctors will make many diagnoses and tell their patient what to do. By contrast, great doctors will be good listeners. They'll be curious. They'll seek out the human beyond the diagnosis. As much as they try to figure out what's the matter with their patient, great doctors will seek to understand what matters most to the person, because they understand that the person is a patient only a little while but a human always. So as much as James benefited from the ibuprofen, 600 milligrams, 3 times daily with meals that I prescribed and dispensed on the trail, you see, at my age, I carry a big bottle of Motrin with me wherever I go. What mattered most to James were the empathy and compassion that I showed him, repeating the simple words, "You're going to be okay. I'm here for you. You're going to be okay." Those are the most comforting words in any language, in any culture, and they certainly were for James that day. The next day, James approached me with a new energy. He told me that he had slept wonderfully last night and that his pain was dissipating. He also told me that he had called his mother in South Africa and told her that his doctor, me, had told him that he was going to be okay. That meant that she could also sleep well. Finally, James apologized for laying all of this on me on my vacation. I said, "Of course, this is what I do." And I meant it. What I didn't tell him was how much satisfaction and even joy that I got in helping him with his condition and helping him and his mom find peace. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fulfillment of our calling. To be in service to someone in need, like a guide along a trail, showing them a path forward, but also giving a dose of reassurance that they can safely get to the end of the trail. This is the profession that you've been called to, a profession of people, passion, and purpose. The most noble of all professions because it affords all of you the opportunity to be there for someone in need. In that regard, you will find that you're almost never off duty. Some may call it a burden. I call it a blessing. I hope that you will too. So thank you for listening, and congratulations on your new beginning.
So now I'd like to introduce our Student Council Vice President and third-year medical student, Naomi Watkins Granville. Naomi completed her undergraduate degree at Rutgers University in New Brunswick with a major in biology and a minor in African studies. She went on to complete a master's degree in biology at NYU. Please join me in welcoming student Dr. Naomi Watkins Granville.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. This is a huge honor and a pleasure. I first want to start by acknowledging all the deans and the faculty who are here with us today. I also want to acknowledge all the family and friends who have traveled far and wide to support these wonderful scholars on this special day. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to acknowledge all of you in front of me and congratulate you as your peer on obtaining your white coats. To many of you, this white coat did not come without sleepless nights, grit and grind, sweat, and probably some tears. And I know you continue this relentless pursuit of your dreams into medical school, which brings me to my first point of advice to you all. In the midst of your busiest times, I want you to ask yourself, have I rested enough to do my most loving and meaningful work? Now, as student doctors, you are training to take care of the unwell and the vulnerable, but how can you do so effectively if you are not well yourself? I encourage you all to prioritize your health and wellness so that your patients always get the best version of you. As a more seasoned medical student, I've learned that rest is not something that is earned, it's a necessity. And secondly, I want you to always remember who helped you get to this white coat ceremony. Who is that advisor or that doctor or that medical student who helped you encouraged you, and guided you to this point? And most importantly, who helped you get through organic chemistry? Think of those people always, because you can be that for someone else. Now I want you to look at the people sitting next to you. You will see these individuals more than you see your own family in most cases. But be thoughtful, be helpful, be collaborative to your peers, and you will be able to add them to the list of people you think of when you think about who helped you become a physician. In medicine, we are a community, a team, and always remember that we are nothing without each other. So we talked about the who, we talked about the what, now let's discuss the why. What motivated you to be in these seats today? Maybe it was your own experience as a patient, maybe the loss of a loved one, or maybe you want to be the next Christina Yang. There will be weeks in medical school where you'll have an exam, a quiz, an OSCE, classes, regular adult life, all at once. When it gets tough, always remember your why. Even if you have to look back at one of the 100 versions of your personal statement for a refresher. Or just think about the physician you're going to be, all the people in the communities you're going to impact. Medical school is no short of its tough moments, so the exercise of remembering your purpose becomes a regular and useful one. Vision always outweighs your circumstances. So with your white coats, you are officially part of the medical community, and you're an integral part of the team. I have the utmost faith that each and every one of you will go on to make a huge impact on the Rowan community and the world. So never forget to prioritize your own wellness, collaborate with your peers, and remember why you're here. So thank you so much for allowing me to be your student speaker this year, and congratulations to the class of 2027.
Thank you, Naomi, for your advice to the students and your outstanding leadership. Now we've become part of the ceremony that you've all been waiting for, I'm assuming, the presentation of the white coats. Students, I'm going to ask please to remain seated until your row is called forward. Representing leaders at SOM and our admissions committee, I'd invite Dr. Joshua Korn, Dr. Andrea Anizelli, and Dr. Deanna Janor to join me on the stage for a presentation of the white coats. I'd also like to invite Dr. Millicent Chanel and Dean Paula Watkins to assist with the ceremony.
President Hushman, Chairman Bruner, Dr. Cavalieri, Dean German, and faculty, the candidates that sit before you have successfully met the requirements for admission to the Rowan-Virtua School of Osteopathic Medicine. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the members of the Rowan-Virtua SOM class of 2027. Mohammed Mirza. Dylan Cooper. Nirali Trivedi. Uvni Patel. Preet Vakal. Joshua Buck. Susrut Dubé. Kevin Perez. Arush Namazi. Christine Lee. Andrew Rocco. Nisarg Babu. Heaven Chu. Gina Conroy. Mairead Higgins. Isabella Ojeda. Rashmina Abbasi. Maha Ahmed. Ji-yoon Jung. Jeanette Bozo. Matthew Opriasha. Hunter Boyd. Parth Washwade. Timothy Cruz. Victoria Coles. Tanushi Upadhyay. Shreya Kadi. Lindsay Clements. Zarif Ladak. Jaspreet Kulsi. Susan Ndima. Kajal Patel. Liana Shahada. Heba Farhan. Merceline Rai. Akil Gumidiyala. Ariana Powers. Jordan Reiser. Matthew Tiriak. Svetlana Karpovich. Daniel Califf. Joseph Benson. Mohammed Abid. Ayman Khatib. Sammy Dakel. Humed Humayu. Sajid Fahumi. Mansoor Sadath. Khan Shaheen. Erinansen Egby. Andrew Achinau. Daniel Fricker. Warren Chan. Michael Bickford. Svetlana Felike. Liam Jarrett. Gaurav Sagal. Jujar Singh. Jaden Vanenchek. Brady Kwong. Erica Pitzker. John Freebley. Anthony Brock. Andy White. Serena Moreno. Juliana Danalishan. Veronica Khan. Deep Patel. Tucker Briggs. Gina Nobile. Unjung John. Matthew Matute. Matthew Anfuso. Hamza Akel. Andrew Longa. Noah Ivak. Christopher Jones. Christian Gamboa. Kirsten Karlberg. Samantha Heaster. Nicole Motley. Lauren DiRienzo. Meryl Pukatu. Tracy Lynn. Quanisha McKinley. Caitlin Bush. Liana Katau. Uzai Gagate. Lothar Vidal. Kareem Fakhri. Nelson Chow. Sarah Raghav. Fatima Muslim. Kaylee Dillon. Priya Patel. Nermeen Chowdhury. Kunal Shah. Anthony Alvarado. Caleb Heyman. Josh Ehrenberg. Delisa Diaz. Olivia Casal. Isabella Caputi. Leah Goldberg. Haley Sharlock. Ahmed Ali. Taib Ahmad. Martin Hasselbecker. Edie Duque. Rikuto Abe. Shanice Lawrence. Natalie Hawkes. Lillian Alonso. Akshad Thirugnanam. Akash Patel. Joseph Moshella. Herschel Pumar. Yash Desai. Donray Acharan. Swetha Shiramoju. Aaron Major. Grishma Kumar. Mark Acasella. Manasi Duty. Navya Randa. Demi Pulathas. Raj Bhatt. Andrew Barnish. Eberichukwu Ugorji. Peter Domashevsky. Mark Raghu. Hamadul Islam. Amanda Kunal. Celine Pence. Congratulations, class of 2027.
Congratulations, students. You've just completed an important milestone in your medical school career. At your graduation, you'll recite, along with the faculty, the osteopathic oath. This is a sacred oath that you will profess at a public ceremony to affirm your commitment to the profession and your patients. Today, we ask you make a pledge that will establish the foundation for your medical school experience to acquire the necessary knowledge and skills to become a competent osteopathic physician. This pledge affirms your capacity for hard work and sacrifice, understanding and respect for your colleagues and patients, and your promise to uphold the strong values and humanistic principles that you are at the core of the profession that you have now entered. At this time, I ask our class of 2027 to rise and recite the Pledge of Commitment along with me. You can find the pledge on the back of your program. All right, I'll give you a minute. All right. As I embark with the study, we're doing it together. It's the study of medicine at the Rowan University, together people, Rowan University School of Osteopathic Medicine. I will enter into the relationship with mutual respect with my teachers and my colleagues to enhance the learning environment and gain the knowledge, skills, and the attitudes of a competent osteopathic physician. Accept responsibility only for those matters for which I am competent, maintain the trust experienced of an osteopathic physician, and never take advantage of the patient-doctor relationship. Show compassion and respect for each other's. Set worthy examples in the application of humanistic principles in my relationships with patients and others within the medical community. We work toward improving my sensitivity and skills in human interaction, understanding and respecting the difference among my patients and colleagues. Value the knowledge and wisdom of the physicians who have preceded me in the profession and endeavor to contribute to the osteopathic tradition. Recognize my weaknesses and strengths and strive to develop those qualities that will earn the respect of my patients, my colleagues, my family, and myself. Continue learning throughout all the days of my life. So students, I'm going to ask you to remain standing. Class of 2027, there are many people who will support you throughout your medical school, your family, classmates, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, significant others. As part of your support system, we'd like you to begin your medical school career with some important advice. Students, please reach into your right pocket of your white coat and open the envelope that was given to you at registration. You will find a note with words of wisdom and support. Please take a moment at this time to read your note. We hope these messages will inspire you throughout the years of medical school and beyond. I would like to thank the family, friends, faculty, and alumni who donated our White Coat Notes campaign. Funds raised from this campaign are earmarked for student scholarships. Thank you all for your support. You may be seated. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce you Dr. Ira Monka for a special message for the class of 2027. Dr. Monka is the president of the American Osteopathic Association. We are very proud of Dr. Monka, who's the first SOM alumnus to serve as president of the AOA. Ira, we are pleased that you could join us for today's celebration to congratulate our students. Please welcome Dr. Ira Monka. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Greetings from fellow AOA leaders. President-elect Teresa Hupka and Kathleen Creason, our CEO, send their best wishes to all of you. On behalf of the American Osteopathic Association and our osteopathic community, I want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all of you. I'm so thrilled to be here today to celebrate this auspicious day with you. Congratulations on earning your white coat. What an amazing day and an amazing honor. Becoming an osteopathic physician and contributing to advancing the field of osteopathic medicine and supporting the health and well-being of our communities will be one of the most rewarding things you will ever do. You said the Student Osteopathic Pledge of Commitment. We also have an Osteopathic Pledge of Commitment for DOs, and it's something just to think about, and I always like to use it. We say it at our national, state, and county meetings, so I'll read it to you right now. I pledge to provide compassionate, quality care to my patients, partner with them to promote health, display integrity and professionalism throughout my career, advance the philosophy, practice, and science of osteopathic medicine, continue lifelong learning, support my profession with loyalty in action, word and deed, and live each day as an example of what an osteopathic physician should be. Let your work contribute to advancing osteopathic medicine. You will always have a partner and an osteopathic home with the AOA. Become an advocate of osteopathic medicine and take your role in advocating and effecting change in our profession. Our profession has grown dramatically. We're approximately 190,000 DOs and students in the country right now. You're all members of the AOA for your 4 years in school. Take advantage of it and learn from everything we can teach you. You are one of 38,000 osteopathic medical students in this country today, which is tremendous numbers and growth from our profession. You are a select group and who will carry the banner of healthcare in America. Just think, by the year 2030, the country will face over 100,000 shortage of physicians. You're going to help fill that void. Lastly, I close most of my talks with 3 important areas to keep in mind as students and even practicing physicians who are here today. Number 1, take good care of yourself, physical health through exercise and diet regularly. Have emotional support through family, friends, colleagues, spouses, etc. And spiritual health as you practice. Thank you for allowing me to share some thoughts with you today. Congratulations on the white coat ceremony today, and good luck in your careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Monka, for sharing those words of wisdom with our newest student physicians, and for your tremendous leadership at our school and the way you represent Rowan SOM nationally. As we conclude today's programs, I'd like to extend a special thanks to the members of our student affairs team, student and staff volunteers, theater staff, Rowan Public Safety and Facilities for making this event possible. So let's give them a round of applause. Now, immediately following the recessional, an outdoor reception will be available at the hospitality tent on the North Campus Drive, right outside of Robinson Hall. We're also pleased that SOM student trainers will be there and be available at the reception to teach you and demonstrate the proper use of Narcan nasal spray and answer any questions anyone may have about that. I want to thank you for joining us today and ask you to remain seated until the full recessional passes. Thank you very much.